The biggest fight week in years is literally flying by. We've brought you a bird's eye view as news and stories have unfolded right out of the boxing mecca that is Las Vegas. It will all culminate here in that huge green metropolis, laced in history. And we're now just a stone's throw away from the fabulous MGM Grand. Hello there and welcome as we move ever closer to this magnificent matchup. Johnny and Paulie are with me, and boys, you've got your own memories of starring in the fight capital.
Well, my Vegas introduction was way back in 1999, De La Hoya, Trinidad, under the card. Impressed by everything, the lights, the action. It's Vegas, baby, that's what they call it. But for you, Paulie, mixed experiences.
Yeah, mixed results. I lost to Ricky Hatton out in Vegas, and I beat Jose Cotto, Miguel Cotto's brother, also out in Vegas, both in the MGM Grand Garden Arena. Mixed results, but I've experienced the Vegas buzz, shall we say.
It's the holy grail, of course, for you champions. Ed explains why Vegas became boxing's biggest draw.
I'm down here at Caesar's Palace on the Strip, synonymous with boxing for so many decades, to meet Steve Lott, the boxing historian, to find out exactly why Las Vegas has become the fight capital of the world.
That old black magic has me in its spell.
When you look at the history of boxing from the turn of the century, 1900s, it really didn't catch on until some of the fights took place here because of the convention center that was here in Las Vegas. And that was really the late 50s, early 60s. It was still a new city. Getting here was not easy. You still had to fly, of course, and there were propeller planes only. Probably one of the first big fights here started in the early 60s. That was Sugar Ray Robinson fought here. Fought his fourth fight with a guy named Gene Fulmer, a wonderful champion. Of course, Muhammad Ali in 65 defended the championship against Floyd Patterson. Patterson's challenge against Sonny Liston took place here, all at the convention center. That was really the beginning. Once the hotels started to explode in size, their venues became capable of handling a big fight. The first was probably Caesar's Palace.
Steve, tell us why there's a statue of Joe Louis in Caesar's Palace.
Joe Louis was, in the 70s, what they called a greeter here at Caesar's Palace. He would walk around the casino, wore this lovely cowboy hat. So it was an honor to meet Joe. He would sign autographs for them, and Caesar's had the class to keep him here. Then it started to heat up in Las Vegas with more fights. The influx of the heavyweight championship with Larry Holmes in the 70s, late 70s with Sugar Ray Leonard. And once Caesar showed the way of showing how a fight can be put on, how entertaining it was, the other hotels started to pick up and think about it also, because it brought in World TV and it brought in the high rollers. The hotel knew that even if they had to give the tickets away, the type of customers they would bring in would far outweigh the expense for any fight. The world would stop, much like in a way is happening now with Mayweather and Pacquiao. The whole world knew where, when, and how. That puts the casino on the map and gives you tremendous exposure.
It's a truly magical place that has brought us so many great fights, Johnny.
Hey, as you know, this place, champions that have moved here. Sonny Liston lived here, Mike Tyson lived here. That's what's so magical about this place. But you look at Caesar's Palace, Heigler, Hearns, Leonard, all these fighters inspired me, for sure, anyway. And it's got to be the same for you.
Yeah, you know, you grow up and you grow up dreaming of being a part of such big events. You know, you grow up watching these huge events. You know, these Leonard Hearns type of fights. These, you know, Bo Holyfield. We remember Fan Man, if dropping in the middle of the ring.
Amazing that night, wasn't it?
Also in Vegas, and you know, just these big promotions, big events, and Mike Tyson, even, you know, with Frank Bruno and all the other opponents that he fought out here. So you just dream of being a part of such big events.
Tyson at the MGM was huge.
Humongous, you know. And it's funny, I was reading something about Floyd Mayweather was saying that he attended the Tyson Holyfield fight, and he had just turned pro, and he remembered thinking, wow, Tyson fills this place up, this place will never get this filled again. And now he's the one filling it up himself. You know, so it's pretty amazing.
And Johnny, great fights like Corrales Castillo and Morales Barrera. They were over at the Mandalay Bay, weren't they? The Golden Tower.
History-making fights. Brits have even tried to come over and conquer Vegas. Some have won, some have lost. I can remember Barry McGuigan boxed in the car park here. You know, he lost. It wasn't a great story, but you know, it's very hard to win out here. But it's an unbelievable
Bruno
experience.
Lewis, Danny Williams, lots of
Ahmed,
heavyweights.
all there.
Fantastic.
Nassim Hamed.
Of course,
Yes,
Naz, my
yeah.
man, he's been here as well. So you know what? It's not easy to win, but the experience you will never ever be able to replace it.
Vegas needs the huge support of fans, of course, as well. And Andy's been in and amongst them, sampling the electric atmosphere of the grand arrivals of both Mayweather and Pacquiao.
Well, the MGM Grand is just down the strip and we'll be there later for Floyd Mayweather's grand arrival, but we're here at the Mandalay Bay for the Manny Pacquiao fan rally. Thousands of fans inside the arena already. Some of them have been queuing since the early hours, hoping for their one chance to see the Filipino superstar. Tell us where you've come from to be here today.
Local, since I came here 2007, I support Manny every time he has a fight. So this time, 47-1 for Mayweather!
We love Manny Pacquiao! We pray for you!
We just give you 3 rounds!
He fight for his countryman and he's humble.
And finally, the moment they've all been waiting for, Manny Pacquiao on stage. What a terrific opportunity for those that don't have a ticket for Fight Night to be involved.
Are you excited? Don't get nervous on Saturday. I'm the one who's going to fight in the ring, so relax. Take it easy. I love you guys.
So that was the Manny team. Let's go see the Money team. So a short journey down the strip to Fortress Mayweather, the MGM Grand, where an army of fans were expected to turn out for the undefeated star. And tell us why you're supporting the Money team.
Mayweather, he's the best ever. I was watching him since I was a little kid.
He's the best ever. He's gonna retire at 50-0.
All day, every day, Money Mayweather.
Gotta go with Money May. All day, yeah. Too much of a fight. You can't go wrong.
Everybody that's in this arena is the Money team. I want to thank all the fans for coming out. Without you guys, I wouldn't be where I'm at, so I'm very, very thankful and very appreciative.
And that was the fans' last chance to see the fighters in the flesh, unless you've got a golden ticket to either the weigh-in or Fight Night itself.
Well, super fights just wouldn't be super fights without those fans. What passion.
You know, I think he feeds off it. It makes him an even cooler individual. Those kind of events probably draw 50, 100, maybe 150 people. But this time, it's like second to none.
Well, you know, even the bigger events in Vegas, maybe you'll get a couple of thousand at the grand arrival or at the weigh-in. But there's so many people here. There's people here that have sold out the closed circuit TV. They've sold out the arena. There's people in town that don't know how they're going to watch this fight. Because I know personally some people that came to town thinking they were at least going to get to watch the closed circuit. The closed circuit's sold out. They don't know where they're going to watch this fight. So the buzz is amazing.
We're hearing Pacquiao's actually giving tickets out to some of these fans, the Filipinos who just love and pray for him.
That's like the Willy Wonka golden ticket scenario. You know what? These people love him to death, and he's a people person. Makes him really approachable. You believe in what he has to say. He's very relaxed and very matter of fact about it. Perfect individual for fans to follow.
Yeah, we got backstage afterwards, just a few media around him. He seemed cool in his own skin, didn't he? Spoke about his killer instinct being back alongside Freddie Roach, his mentor. It was good, wasn't it?
Other fighters know when fighters are trying to hustle you with the words they say, but you recognise in what Manny Pacquiao says, he's the most confident fighter Mayweather's ever had to face.
And from the Mandalay Bay, we hopped over to the MGM and Paulie. Big, brash, bold. They're chalk and cheese, these two, aren't they?
A bit of a difference, isn't there? But I'll say this, as we let the chopper go by, brash is an understatement for Floyd Mayweather. He likes everything big. He does everything to a big event. He likes to create a big buzz around everything. And I think it kind of motivates him because he knows if he creates this big buzz, now he has to live up to the hype. He has to perform. So in a way, it's almost like a motivator for him, I feel.
You know what? He was really good. You had the brass band. You've got the choppers everywhere. You've got the flash.
Mayweather's probably organising this.
You've got the flash in Vegas. He just is Mr. Vegas.
He is indeed, and we had to sort of fight through the crowds to get up onto stage. Anywhere near him, so many media here and cameras. But as soon as he saw ours, Floyd, it was pretty special.
Sky Sports, you guys have been great throughout the years. Thanks for covering this fight. Mayweather Promotions, we are the past, the present, and the future of sports and entertainment. Our ultimate goal is to get to the pinnacle, to be in a fight to where, both fighters are making remarkable paydays, but also the fans and the people around the world is getting what they want to get. You guys have been supporting me from day one, and I'm very, very thankful. Sky Sports, continue to watch Sky Sports. You're hearing it from the one and only Floyd Mayweather.
So this is the pinnacle. Have you trained harder than ever in a position to deliver now?
I'm in tip-top condition, and my job is to go out there and be at my best.
Manny looked very, very calm over his grand arrival at Mandalay Bay. Are you calm? Is there quiet confidence? How are you a few days out?
Like I said before, I was born a winner. I would die a winner. When it's all said and done, I'm a winner at life.
Finally, does the smarter fighter win on Saturday night?
We'll just have to see how it plays out.
Thanks, Floyd. Thank you. So Mayweather keeping his playing cards close to his chest. But will he be able to deal with Pacquiao's relentless pressure? He's always said, no one beats me but myself.
It was easy work, like I told you, a masterpiece.
Sharp and slick and accurate from Floyd Mayweather.
Who gon' stop me? No breaks in these fake farms.
Quality and outstanding.
Charms. Who gon' stop me, huh? Last night it goes so well.
Oh, he's got it there! Mayweather was just too classy, too good.
Sublime, skilled, supreme. Floyd Mayweather, undoubtedly the most gifted boxer of his generation. A very warm welcome back. Our US correspondent Dan Rayfield has joined the party. Good to see you, Dan.
Good to see you guys.
You were surprised the fight was made in the first place, but we loved your red and amber alerts once it was made.
Listen, I was skeptical like everybody else. I thought the fight would find a way not to get made. There was so much money and so much reason to make the fight. The fans wanted to see it, the world wanted to see it, the press wanted to see it. Sometimes that's not enough, but I was glad because of that meeting they had in Miami that they were able to get over the hump, get the fight made, and here we are in Vegas just a few days away from the fight, and everybody's looking forward to it.
It's a massive, massive event, even for someone like you who's covered the sport for so long.
Listen, I'm in my 16th year on boxing. I've covered lots of huge fights, a lot of Oscar fights, Oscar De La Hoya fights, Mayweather fights, Pacquiao fights, Tyson, Holyfield. This is the biggest one by far, just in terms of the attention and the crush of fans and media. It's going to be ridiculous on Saturday night.
And the key to victory may just lie with the experienced corners. Mayweather, of course, has had his family around him for years, but Freddie Roach has been plotting his tactics for a very, very long time.
It's been called the blueprint. Others have labelled it the May Vinci Code. And in 47 fights, nobody has been able to decipher it.
Floyd Money Mayweather.
the key to shattering the perfect zero. On May 2nd, Manny Pacquiao will aim to do just that, in more than one battle between two of the elite. Freddie Roach and Floyd Mayweather Sr. will reignite their long-running rivalry. Both were talented fighters who found their true vocation after they hung up the gloves. When he led Virgil Hill to the world light heavyweight title, Roach was aged just 27, imparting much of the wisdom learned from his own legendary trainer, Eddie Futch. Roach and Pacquiao have been a fearsome double act for more than a decade. Despite suffering from Parkinson's disease, Freddie has refined his protege's natural aggression and vicious left hand. The results speak for themselves.
Manny Pacquiao has another sensational night! An unbelievable display yet again!
Floyd Sr. tutored his son from infancy, teaching the shoulder roll defense that has provided the foundation for his success. But the relationship has not always been loving. A bitter feud led to separation.
Keep walking with it.
Uncle Roger leading the corner in his absence. They never fought as boxers, but have often clashed in their second careers.
I've been looking forward for this for a long, long time. I'm going to get my fighter as ready as possible. We are in the toughest fight of our life. We're fighting the best fighter in the world. And we're going to kick his ass. I'm sorry, but good luck, Floyd.
Roach's Pacquiao blitzed Mayweather's Hatton, while Freddie stepped in to help Oscar De La Hoya when Senior priced himself out of plotting his own son's downfall. It won't just be the ego and legacy of the fighters on the line when the two camps finally collide.
Two seasoned and top trainers, two such different personalities. It's a great little subplot.
It's a great story as well. It's a battle of the coaches and that contrasting difference between Pacquiao and Mayweather's coach.
Yeah, it's the different styles of fighters, the different styles of coaches. And you know, one thing about Freddie Roach is he's been trainer of the year multiple times. He's done this for a while now, and I think it's one of Manny Pacquiao's biggest weapons. Maybe Floyd Mayweather Sr., people have a love-hate relationship with him. Sometimes people love him, sometimes people hate him. But I think he's the best coach for Floyd Mayweather Jr.
But it's not easy. It's like Freddie the joke, Roach coach.
And they don't like each other. There's that bad blood around them. So there's a lot to prove even for the trainers. Obviously, this is all about the fighters, but the trainers want to win really bad because they want to one-up it. Each one wants to one-up the other.
Talking about winning, you're in the corner, especially if you're in Mayweather's corner. If there is a drama, what happens? Does Senior step in or does Roger step in? How's it work?
No, this is Senior's camp. He's the head trainer now. Roger's had some physical problems. He's around. He still holds mitts occasionally, but this is Floyd Senior's show. He's in charge, but really the boss is Junior. You know, there'll be many people that would say, you know, the Uncle Roger and his father Floyd Sr., they taught him very, very well. And in essence now, Floyd Jr., he trains himself in a way. But they go over the game plan, and Floyd Sr., you know, he knows the son better than anybody.
Should the son be in charge on the night if there is a drama or crisis?
Well, Adam, on the night, if something happens, I mean, Floyd will go back to the corner and he'll sit down, and his father will get in his face and they'll tell him what he needs to do. I mean, they have a bond like that. They may have had a long time where they were not together, but they're still a father and son. They still love each other. The father still knows the son as well as anybody. He'll know what to say to him. And Floyd Jr. is a very intelligent fighter and has learned very well from both his father and his uncle. So, you know, if there's a crisis, I think they'll be able to weather that storm.
So are you to ignore the spies in the camp saying Roger's the one that's taking him on the pads most of the time?
Well, Roger may work the pads, but on fight night, it's going to be Floyd Mayweather Sr.'s voice in his son's ear, period.
Freddie's fire, Pacquiao, how would he deal with it? You know, what tactics could he give him?
Well, I think the key is to start fast with Pacquiao. I don't think you can have really any surprises. I don't think you can come out and say, yo, maybe Manny will surprise us all and start slowly. Because if he starts slowly, that's the worst thing you can do against Floyd Mayweather is give him time to kind of dissect you and pick his spots.
He has plan A, B, and C. That's what he's telling us.
That's what they tell us. That's what they say. And I do think out of all the weapons Manny Pacquiao has, Freddie Roach might be the best weapon he has in the corner. But the problem still is within Manny Pacquiao himself. Does he have the physical ability to adjust? You see, Freddie Roach may have many game plans in mind, but how many game plans did they have for Juan Manuel Marquez? I mean, Manny Pacquiao fought the same way 4 times. You know, so at the end of the day, they may have these game plans. Freddie has that genius mind in him, and he's
genius
very
to plan and
observant.
plot. He's that genius to plan and plot.
But
Is this
can
the time?
Manny do anything differently? That's the bottom line, because it's Manny that's got to go in
The
there
key
and
is
fight.
the fighter.
Yes, the key is the fighter. Can Manny actually go in there and do things a little bit differently if things need to be done a little bit differently? Let's not put it past Manny that whatever he does normally might work. But if he needs to change something, can he do it?
I think that he can, and the reason I say that is because Freddie has made a point to talk about in this lead up to the fight that for the first time, and they've been together since 2001, that Pacquiao came to him and showed him things that he had watched on video and asked him about it, and they went over it together. And if you know the history of Pacquiao and Freddie Roach, Pacquiao never watches tape. It's always Freddie Roach that watches it. But because this fight's so big, and he just figured, let me do a little studying, that Manny on his own went and watched some of it, and he and Freddie had some interesting sessions together where they went over it together. So Pacquiao understands that he's going to have to possibly make some adjustments that are different than some other opponents. Like Paulie said, he fought Marquez basically the same 4 ways. With Mayweather, he knows it's sort of a different animal, so to speak.
So, which team will execute their game plan better come this weekend? You can see it live and exclusive on Sky Sports Box Office. For connected Sky customers, the easiest way to book Mayweather v Pacquiao is with your remote control. Simply press Box Office and navigate to the Sports tab, then select the fight. Booking with your remote is the only way to add the event to your Sky planner, and you will then only be charged if you watch it. Cable customers should contact your operator. Dan, thanks very much for popping by. I know how busy you are this week.
Oh, it's been one of those weeks where you just don't know if you're coming or going, because with the TV and the writing and all the events that they have for the press, it's you're packing a lot into a few hours.
Are you heading to the media room, the media tent, somewhere else? I mean, it's a metropolis over there.
You know, it's such a huge fight that for one of the rare times, not only do they have the normal press room upstairs inside the casino, but they built a tent for the digital media and the print media, because they got the broadcast media. There's so much radio and television here, they've taken up the normal press room. So that tells you how big an event it is when they've got to have 2 separate press rooms and press areas. I have to say though, it's the nicest tent I've ever been in.
Presumably you'll be ringside on the night.
Oh yeah, can't wait. It's going to be a great fight, I hope.
Well, thanks very much to Dan, to Paulie. Johnny and I will be back on Thursday with more from the Sky Sports boxing team, and a very special guest too.
Yes, and we'll leave you with this. Very few fighters retire undefeated. Will Floyd Mayweather.
Still the undefeated champion of the world, Floyd Mayweather.
Dazzling hand speed. Oh, he's got it there! Precision from Mayweather.
Too classy, too good.
Down he goes!
Class, quality, and outstanding. Floyd Mayweather puts the stamp on his greatness.
No matter what they do, they cannot beat me, man.